sharing session, we'll move forward. So this is a summary of all the tools. It is our little flow chart, and it starts off with thinking about, is there something you should change or achieve? And we've got a little tool to help with that, the what could I bird, and asking, do you want to change it? And once you've got something that you want to do, you can move over to this side. Is it something you want to improve, or you're looking for new ideas? You've got a problem to solve. When you've decided what it is you want to do, there are tools to help you actually achieve your goals. And the next tool, I'll just share this first. We packaged these tools up into journals, and these all can be found on the website, free to download and use. I think you can even click on the journal and download the whole journal as well. So this one is the daily spiral, and this one brings a few tools together, and I have been told by a number of young people that have used this that this has changed their life. So it's actually a really, really powerful tool. And so I'm going to invite Emily and Yvonne to have a go at it and see what they think. So for the daily spiral, you will need a piece of paper, and I want you to either fold the piece of paper in half and half again and then open it out, or just draw a sort of cross on the paper. Okay, so you've taken the paper, you fold it in half again, unfolded it. Now, with all these tools, there's no right and wrong answers, and there's no sharing of information. This particular tool, I'm going to get you spiraling and breathing. So I'm taking it, you ready. There's going to be music on this one, and you can feel free to use whatever music is helpful to you. And if you don't like this music, just mute. It's 2 minutes. So whilst you are spiraling, I'm going to maybe say a few words and encourage you to breathe deeply. So here we go. So put your pen in the middle and just start spiraling. Breathe in, fill your lungs up more than you normally would. So when you can't breathe in anymore, and then slowly let it out. Keep breathing and keep spiraling. Focus on the spiral. Focus on your breathing. And let your breath flow in and out. Hit the edge of the page, just come back, and if you're not there yet, it doesn't matter, just keep going. Okay, so now in the top left-hand corner of your page, write down something that you are proud of. And then in the top right-hand corner, write down something you are grateful for. Bottom right now, what's your big dream? Something you'd love to do in the future. Can be absolutely anything. What's your big dream? Give you a little bit longer for this one, depending on how big it is. You can spend a little bit of extra time on this if you want. You know, you could be drawing this, creating this in another way, but what's your big dream? And then finally, bottom left-hand corner, something specific that you're going to do today. Doesn't have to be connected to anything else you've written, just something you will achieve by the end of today. I'm just going to leave this on the screen for a second, and then I'm going to join Emily and Yvonne for a discussion. So we're thinking about how useful and enjoyable it is. Who else might you share it, and where else might it be useful to share it? But we'll have that discussion in a second, so you can hold the video at this point if you want and have a think about those things. And there's just a slide there with contact details on if you want those. I'm going to stop sharing now and we'll join the discussion. So, ladies, you've now done the daily spiral. Who wants to go first? Yvonne?
I found that really relaxing. And in fact, the first one I did, I'd made my spirals too big. So I turned over the page and I started again with smaller spirals. And actually, yeah, that was, it was really kind of relaxing, and you could kind of focus on it and forget everything else.
Enjoyable?
Yes, absolutely.
And I think I was going to say that actually when you're thinking about, you know, they're big questions to think about, what you're proud of, what you're grateful for, and having those 2 minutes beforehand where you're just it's like you're actually just grounding yourself and bringing yourself into that space of breathing and just focusing on that spiral gives you that sort of grounding that you need to think about those questions. And it's just amazing how simple a spiral can be. Being told to take a deep breath. I think I needed that this morning, Deana.
I know, it's funny, isn't it? We just sometimes we don't think to breathe, and actually when you do take that extra breath, it can be quite transformative.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who do you think that this might be useful for, and in what situations do you think?
I just think absolutely anybody, really. I mean, I would use that myself. Again, I would use that with young people that I was working with, and even in almost like with work colleagues, or you know, if you were starting a session, I think that would be a really good way to get things going. Yeah, I can see loads and loads of possibilities. And I think for the young people that we work with, like you said, Emily, having that, just that space and time, those 2 minutes of kind of not silence, but kind of just stillness, and then looking at the questions, and those 4 questions, having, you know, there's like big ideas and then something specific for today. That's really, really, you know, useful and powerful.
And I think also with it, you know, like you say, I think young people, adults, everybody, you can kind of end up just focusing on challenges or things that you're struggling with. And I think just having a moment to think about those positive things is really useful. So I could see people using it, like Yvonne said, at the start of sessions, or if you know that you're going into something that can be particularly challenging, whether you're preparing for an interview, or whether you have had a disagreement with somebody at college, at school, or in the workplace or something, and just taking the moment to think, actually, you know, what am I proud of? What am I grateful for? What are my dreams? And also, you know, what can I do today? And I think that can help prepare for those challenging times, or those things that we might be a little bit anxious about as well.
Great.
Because you can see how, sorry, I was just going to say, you can see how it kind of can bring like a bit more confidence if you were going to do something, like you say, Emily, that you were a bit unsure about. Actually having these positive things behind you, you know, can give you, you know, confidence to go and do it.
So it's positive affirmations, isn't it? I am proud of, I am grateful for, and, you know, to help give yourself that little pep talk when you need it.
Yeah, we made this into a little 50-page pack. And one of our ideas was we did a 50-day challenge, that if you actually kept this for 50 days, or did it in, you know, you could just do it in a blank book, and then when you look back, you're able to see, does your dream change? You know, it's okay to have lots of dreams. You might have hundreds of dreams. It might be the same dream every single time, but you've done 50 things towards that one dream. That's quite an achievement. And some of the things you're proud of later on might be some of the things that you did. You identified the things you were going to do. So I wonder if there's, you know, I wonder if anybody's actually done a whole 50-day challenge using our little book, or whether somebody wants to have a go at just doing it in a, you know, in any sort of notebook. It doesn't have to be our little pack. But yeah, we challenge you.
Yeah,
have a go.
50-day challenge.
I'm gonna have to get a pack now. It'll all be on my wall, and I'll be analysing it.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.